Hello, Jane Sherman here again, talking to you about the 4 agreements that you need to put into the beginning of any presentation in front of any audience in order to get them to engage with you. I talked in the last video about the need to get your audience to trust you, and that's based on these 4 things. One of the most important is that you establish your credibility. Now, lots of speakers do this really well, but if you also ask for the audience's agreement before you get going, it gives you that extra leveling of engagement and makes you different from the other speakers out there. And that's what I want for you. So how do we go about this? Let's give it a go. So hi, I'm Jane Sherman, and I'm talking to you today about presentation skills. But given we're going to be spending the next hour together, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Is that okay with everybody? Fantastic. So, I've been delivering presentations of one kind or another for over 25 years, and I'm not going to tell you how many, over 25. And I have way more than the 10,000 hours that's supposed to make you a master. Now, whether I'm that or not is for you to judge, not me. One of my students a few years ago came into one of my training courses, and something I like to ask audiences is, how confident are you on a scale of 1 to 10 about giving a presentation? And they all had to fill in a graph, and some of them said how confident they were after I asked. And this particular lady, Julie Willis, who worked for a housing association in Cumbria, Home Housing, said to me, I'm a -2. And by the end of that first one-day presentation skills training, she filled in that same graph again, and by now she was a 6. So that's 8 points difference in one day. And about 6 weeks later, I got an email from a colleague of mine who I didn't know was delivering another course to the same lady. And she had written in a round-robin email to other students, what presentation are you doing? I don't have a problem with doing presentations because I did this great course with Jane Sherman, and now all my confidence issues about presentations have gone. Now, that was a fantastic testimonial to get. I've had many others. I've taught presentation skills in big public sector organisations and to single entrepreneurs. Neil from Zocket, which is a networking organisation in Cardiff, said, Jane Sherman is my go-to person about presentations. That was a fantastic endorsement from Neil Lloyd. I have others, but you get the picture. So, okay, out of role-play mode, what you're trying to do is reassure your audience that you're the best person they can be listening to on the topic that you're talking about. I hope that makes sense. Give it a go and keep the language as positive as possible. Thanks very much for listening, and look out for the next tip. Bye.